Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly Berube, and if you're new here, I am a relationship coach for successful, strong warrior women who feel that they can't quite be themselves in their committed partnerships without rocking the boat or causing conflict. And instead, I show them how to have great communication in all their relationships with ease and love, and they feel like they can totally be themselves. If you're new here, please click on that subscribe button, hit the little bell that's nearby, and leave me a comment down below if any part of today's message hits home for you, or if there's something that I can further address for you in regards to today's topic. Today, I want to talk with you about 4 ways that you may be emasculating your partner. The first thing I want to point out is when I mention emasculating, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are only potentially emasculating a man. Something that I teach all of my students and my clients is that all persons, regardless of their gender, have both masculine and feminine energy in them. So for example, I myself identify as a masculine dominant woman, meaning that when I am running my business or living my everyday life, I'm like a 60-40 masculine energy, feminine energy split. I love setting goals. I love doing things like tasks and checklists and things like that. And so because I'm very comfortable in having purpose and getting things done, running my business, it just means that I thrive in my masculine energy. Not a bad thing. We all have it. So when I say today that you might be emasculating your partner, I could also be talking about a possibility that you are emasculating a woman that's in your life as well, especially if she is anything like me, full of purpose and things that she's trying to accomplish. It's absolutely possible. Let me share with you now the 4 ways that you may be emasculating your partner. Number 1, you might be emasculating your partner by simply not needing them at all. And here's what I mean by this. I think society has put this rule upon us that we should not need our partner for anything, especially women. We shouldn't, I don't need a man, independent women, etc. But it is important to create in relationships a partnership. And that does mean that there is a give, a take, an ebb and a flow between you and the person that you are with. And something that's really important to a masculine energy person, whether it be a man, a woman, another person, is that they need to have purpose in that relationship. There needs to be things that they do, things that they accomplish, so that they know they have created a goal, gone through with the goal, had the goal happen. And what can happen in long-term relationships is in the newness of the relationship, maybe the one person, maybe you do find that you need your partner or lean on your partner a lot. And then as time goes on, you evolve as an individual, or the two of you get to know each other quite a bit. And suddenly you find that you don't ask them for their opinion as much, or you tend to make assumptions of this is what I think that they're going to say, but I'm not going to bother them with it. Or they do this thing for me all the time. I'll take care of it. I'll just handle it. Well, over time, enough of those situations can happen where the person that you are in a relationship with might think they don't need me for anything. They don't need me for affection. They don't need me to help do the chores. They don't need, like, if you don't make room in your heart and in your life for your partner, it might be one of the ways that you could be emasculating them because they don't feel like they have purpose for you and with you anymore. The second way that you might be emasculating your partner is by never saying thank you. And maybe not never saying thank you, but rarely saying thank you and showing appreciation for things that your partner does. Something else about masculine energy in any person is that not only does it love to set the goal and accomplish the goal, but it loves getting that accolade, that reward, and that thank you for a job well done. And some researchers and coaches will even say that if the masculine energy does not see a way that they can win at that goal, then they're just not going to play. And so one of their wins, one of their, what I'll call with my clients, the trophy or the medal, is to give acknowledgement for a job well done. And so one of the things that trips up my clients with this is, especially with household chores, like my clients might come to me and say, okay, so he took the trash out again. Do I really need to thank him for that? Because that's his job and his chore, and he's supposed to do that. So why do I have to say thank you every time? Because it's important. Because masculine energy thrives on that appreciation and makes that like increases the desire that they want to go and then do more things to get more accolades. Also, notice if you are a woman watching this and you have had an experience in your life or relationship where you feel underappreciated, that also is part of your masculine energy, wanting that recognition for a job well done. A great dinner that you cooked and put on the table, coming home to a beautiful home where the kids have been handled all day, or you feel relaxed, whatever it is. Masculine energy, like I said, it's in all of us. And so if you're a woman that is very much in your masculine energy often, like I am, we want that too. And that's okay. But we want to give appreciation, because if we're not, it could be emasculating your partner. Thing number 3 that you might be doing that could be emasculating your partner is you treat your partner like they are a child or someone that you need to raise. So one of the harshest jokes that I think is out there is I've seen women, even in comments on social media and replies to things that I post, say something like, oh, well, technically I have 3 kids, but really I have 4. And what they're alluding to is their husband or their partner. You know, their partner is their 4th child that they have to raise and remind of things and pick up after. And I think that is kind of shitty sometimes. Like, it's important to know that the masculine energy, like I said, not only likes receiving that recognition for a job well done, but one of the ways to emasculate them is by taking them down a couple levels and treating them like you have to raise them. Like they can't figure it out themselves, or that they are somehow inept or incapable of doing the thing that you are asking them to do. So in those situations, if you find that you are in a situation where, oh gosh, I might be emasculating my partner, I don't mean to do that, I think that he's great, how do I turn it around? How do I fix it? Go back to the second thing I said, which is show appreciation and say thank you for the things that are happening. And also remember that they are your partner. They are your equal. And that is something worth noticing, as opposed to, and cutting out any jokes where you're saying something like, they should have done this or should have done that, or they should know better, or why do I have to repeat everything to you? Whether you're kidding or whether you're serious, it's slowly chipping away at that masculine energy. It can lead to emasculation, and ultimately it can hurt your relationship to an irreversible point as well. So don't do that. And the 4th and final thing that you might be doing that could be emasculating your partner is rescuing them. And here's what I mean by rescuing. Imagine your significant other comes into the kitchen and he says to you, hey, can I help with dinner, or can I help you do something? You're like, sure, chop this onion. And you hand over the onion, and 5 minutes later you look over and the onion is cut up in shards that makes no sense. It's not done the way that you wanted it done at all. But the instruction you gave was chop the onion, and the onion is technically chopped. But typically the first instinct is for you to swoop in and come to the rescue. Never mind, just let me do that. Going in and taking over the task that you gave this person to do. So in the sense of, again, masculine energy thrives on going for a goal and then accomplishing the goal and then receiving the recognition and the accolade for the goal. When you swoop in like that and just correct it on your own, it's sending a direct or subliminal message where you're telling them, I don't think you can do it. I don't trust that you're going to figure this out. I think that you failed at this. As opposed to asking, when you see that happen and the onion is a mess, saying, you want some help with that? Or can I suggest something on that? And let them answer. And if they say yes, then lend the support. And if they say, no, I got it, then you just got to trust that they got it and leave them alone and let them do their thing. And when they hand you back an onion that's chopped, even if it's not chopped the way that you would normally do it, you say thank you. And again, this drives some of my clients crazy because she says he didn't do it right. He didn't do it the way that I wanted him to do it. To which my response is, then your communication when you asked was not clear. You said chop it. It's chopped. Just like, it might not be the way that you wanted it to be, but it's chopped and it's done. So you better say thank you, and you better give that verbal medal or reward for doing so. So those are 4 ways that you may be emasculating your partner. Some of them are very obvious. Some of them are more subtle. So leave me a comment down below. Which of these 4 have you caught yourself doing that might be covertly emasculating somebody in your life. Or maybe you've been on the receiving end of that. Let me know in the comments, what have you had happen to you where you were like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I need to get out of this because they don't respect the person that I am and this masculine driven energy inside of me, and I gotta go. Again, thank you so much for being here on my channel. If any part of today's message resonated for you, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss another upcoming video with me again. And until next time, thank you for being here. And remember, love always in always.